Today we're tackling one of the most anticipated AI releases of 2025, ChatGPT-5. If you've been following the AI space, you've probably seen countless headlines, rumors, and speculation about GPT-5. But here's the thing, most of what you're reading online is either outdated, speculative, or straight-up misinformation. So today, I'm cutting through all the noise to bring you only the verified, official information directly from OpenAI and Sam Altman himself. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what's confirmed, what's speculation, and most importantly, when you can actually expect to get your hands on ChatGPT-5. But before we dive in, let me ask you this. What if I told you that GPT-5 isn't just going to be another incremental upgrade? What if it's going to fundamentally change how we interact with AI? And what if the timeline is completely different from what most people think? Well, stick around because we're about to unpack some surprising revelations that even seasoned AI followers might not know. And if you're interested in staying ahead of the curve on AI releases like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell, because we cover every major AI announcement as it happens. Alright, let's start with the most important question everyone's asking. When is ChatGPT-5 actually coming out? Here's what we know for certain. In OpenAI's official podcast in June 2025, Sam Altman gave us the most definitive timeline we've gotten so far. He said, and I quote, GPT-5 is expected probably sometime this summer, though he was careful to add I don't know exactly when. Now this is crucial because this came directly from OpenAI's official channels, not a leak, not speculation from tech blogs, but straight from the CEO's mouth on their own podcast. But here's where it gets interesting. This wasn't the first time Altman talked about GPT-5's timeline. Back in February 2025, he laid out OpenAI's roadmap on his verified social media accounts. He said GPT 4.5, which they internally call Orion, would come first, followed by GPT-5 within months. And guess what? GPT 4.5 was actually released on February 27, 2025, exactly as he predicted. This gives us a lot more confidence in the summer 2025 timeline for GPT-5. Now, I want to address something important here. You might have seen headlines claiming specific dates, like GPT-5 coming July 17th or similar. These are not official. Altman has consistently emphasized that they don't have an exact date, and OpenAI has a track record of prioritizing quality over rushing to meet arbitrary deadlines. In fact, Altman has actively pushed back against misinformation. In October 2024, when some media outlets were claiming imminent releases, he literally called it fake news on social media. The guy doesn't mince words when it comes to correcting false timelines. Now here's where things get really exciting. GPT-5 isn't just going to be GPT-4 but better. According to official statements from OpenAI, this represents a fundamental architectural shift that could change everything about how we use AI. The biggest game changer? GPT-5 will be the first unified model that combines OpenAI's reasoning capabilities. That's the O-series models like O1 and O3, with their multimodal features from the GPT series. Think about it this way. Right now, if you want deep reasoning for complex problems, you have to use the O-series models. If you want to work with images, voice, or need general conversation, you use the GPT-4 series. With GPT-5, you won't need to choose anymore. Romain Huet, who's OpenAI's head of developer experience, confirmed this approach. He said they're truly excited to not just make a net new great frontier model, we're also going to unify our two series. But here's the cool part. The AI will automatically decide when to use quick responses versus deep reasoning. So if you ask a simple question, you'll get an instant answer. But if you present it with a complex mathematical proof, or ask it to plan a detailed business strategy, it'll automatically switch into deeper reasoning mode. This is massive because it means no more guessing which model to use for which task. No more switching between different interfaces. One model that adapts to what you need. The multimodal capabilities are also getting a major upgrade. We're talking about seamless integration of text, voice, images, and video processing. All with integrated tools for voice interaction, Canvas for collaborative work, search capabilities, and what they're calling deep research features. Now let's talk about something that affects all of us, pricing and access. OpenAI has confirmed that GPT-5 will have a tiered access structure, and this is actually pretty interesting. Free users will get unlimited access, but at what they're calling a standard intelligence setting. Then ChatGPT Plus and Pro subscribers will get access to progressively higher intelligence levels with enhanced performance and advanced features. Now, they haven't released exact pricing yet, but given the computational requirements we're hearing about, don't expect this to be cheap to run. Here's something important though. Unlike some previous releases where free users got very limited access, it sounds like everyone will be able to use GPT-5, just with different capability levels. That's actually pretty generous considering the resources these models require. Now, I want to be transparent about something. GPT-5's development hasn't been smooth sailing. OpenAI has been surprisingly open about the challenges they're facing. As of December 2024, sources close to the project describe GPT-5 as over budget, months behind schedule. This isn't unusual for cutting-edge AI development, but it's worth noting because it explains why we don't have more concrete timelines. The technical hurdles are significant. Merging different model architectures is incredibly complex. Think about it. They're essentially trying to combine two completely different types of AI systems into one seamless experience. That's like trying to merge a Formula One car with a cargo plane and expecting it to work perfectly. Then there are the infrastructure challenges. The operational costs for GPT-5 are reportedly much higher than previous models. We're talking about training and running this on Microsoft Azure AI supercomputers, using NVIDIA's H200 GPUs. That's some serious computational firepower. First, let's talk about performance claims. You've probably seen headlines claiming GPT-5 will be 10 to 20 times more powerful than GPT-4 or similar metrics. Here's the thing. None of these specific performance numbers have been officially confirmed by OpenAI. They're speculation, often based on very little actual evidence. Same goes for detailed pricing structures. While we know there will be tiers, anyone claiming to know exact subscription costs or API pricing is guessing. And those specific release dates? If someone tells you GPT-5 is definitely coming on July 18th or any specific date, they're not getting that from official sources. Altman has been very clear that they don't have an exact date. Now, what about AGI claims? This is important. While GPT-5 will be significantly more capable than GPT-4, Altman has downplayed expectations about this being artificial general intelligence. It's a major step forward, but we're not talking about AI that matches human intelligence across all domains. Here's how to stay informed with accurate information. Stick to official OpenAI channels, verified statements from Sam Altman and other executives, and reputable tech publications that clearly distinguish between confirmed facts and speculation. Publications like TechCrunch, Bloomberg, and the Wall Street Journal have been pretty good about this distinction. So what does all this mean for you as an AI user? If you're a free user, you'll actually get access to cutting-edge AI capabilities without paying anything. That's pretty remarkable when you consider the computational costs involved. For power users and professionals, the higher-tier access could be game-changing. Imagine having reasoning capabilities that rival the O-series models, but with the speed and multimodal features of GPT-4, all in one seamless interface. But here's my honest take. Manage your expectations on timing. Summer 2025 is the target, but given the development challenges and OpenAI's commitment to quality over speed, don't be surprised if it slips a bit. Remember, they've consistently chosen to delay releases rather than ship something that isn't ready. Now, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the competitive landscape. While OpenAI is working on GPT-5, Google isn't sitting still with Gemini. Anthropic is pushing Claude forward, and we've got new players like Grok making moves. Alright, let's wrap this up with the key takeaways. GPT-5 is confirmed for summer 2025. Though we don't have an exact date, it will be a fundamentally different architecture that unifies reasoning and multimodal capabilities. There will be tiered access with free users getting standard intelligence, and paid users getting enhanced features. Development has faced challenges, but that's normal for cutting-edge AI research. The company is prioritizing quality over rushing to market, which is probably the right approach. Most importantly, be skeptical of specific claims that aren't coming from official sources. There's a lot of speculation out there, and it's easy to get caught up in the hype. My advice? Stay informed, but don't hold your breath for any specific date. When GPT-5 does arrive, it sounds like it could be a genuine leap forward in AI capabilities. What do you think? Are you excited about this unified approach, or do you prefer having specialized models for different tasks? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this breakdown helpful, smash that like button and subscribe for more AI analysis. We'll be covering GPT-5 as soon as it drops, plus all the other major AI releases happening this year. Thanks for watching AI Perspectives, and I'll see you in the next one.